Hi, Siobhan King from Meditaxis again. Just wanted to give you a quick update on a new feature in the Compliance Centre for Records Managers. Security groups, which are mail-enabled, have just appeared in preview. So let's take a look at what these are and why you as a records manager might need them. If you have signed up for previews in Microsoft 365, you might have noticed the ability to add security groups pop up in your records management settings. This is a welcome improvement on permissions and roles assigned currently for records management, as it provides you with greater oversight of disposition. To understand why the addition of these groups is an improvement, it's important to understand how role groups and roles work within Microsoft 365 and what they allow you to do. Roles, which give you permission to take certain actions, belong to a broader category called a role group. This distinction is important to understand when setting up records management and disposition roles in the Compliance Centre. The records manager will generally be added as a user to the records management role group, which includes records management, retention management, and disposal management roles. This gives members the ability to configure all aspects of records management within the Compliance Centre. Disposition management, which you would normally assign to your retention reviewers, is a role which is much more limited. Members with this role can review and execute disposal actions, but they do not have the ability to configure labels, policies, or any other aspect of records management. This may all seem straightforward enough, but the problem is that disposition management alone is not enough to access and execute a disposal review. In addition to this role, users need to be assigned as reviewers on the retention label itself. So when reviewers log into the disposition page, they will only see the labels that are assigned to them. The bad news is that up until now, this rule also applied to the records management role, meaning records managers were unable to see all labels due for disposal review. Not ideal. But the mail-enabled security group does have the ability to see all items on the disposal page, which now gives those in records management greater oversight. Let's take a quick look at how you can use these in the records management page in the Compliance Centre. But before we go to the Compliance Centre, let's take a quick look at setting up a security group in Exchange. If you have admin rights in Exchange, you can do this yourself. Otherwise, you may need to ask IT to do this on your behalf. I'm looking at the Admin Centre in Classic View today, but you can also go through to the new Exchange Admin Centre. So let's set up a new group under Recipients, and then use the drop-down to select Mail-Enabled Security Group. You'll give your group a meaningful name, and then an alias, which is the basis of your email address, so no spaces or special characters. Okay, then we're going to look at adding some members. Important to notice that there's a difference between owners and members. Owners, you really want to restrict to administrators. I'm going to add Alex, my colleague, and press save. Now let's go over to the Compliance Centre Records Management page to see how that works there. So to access the new settings, you'll go to the cog on the top right of the Records Management page. This will take you through to where you set up your security groups. So you can select this and it will give you the option to select from the mail-enabled security groups you already have. So I'm going to select the group and add them. Oh, but I've just noticed that there's a message at the bottom of the screen that says that if I do this, it could be fairly permanent, and I would look at having to use PowerShell to undo any of this. So I'm just going to leave this for today. But this gives you just another reason why you want to make sure that you've got your information architecture for your mailboxes all sorted out before you start building. So hopefully you've learned how you can gain greater oversight of disposition using mail-enabled security groups and know why they are useful. If you like this video, please subscribe. We have many more on records management and Microsoft 365. And thanks for watching.